weapon, his weapon, after he got out of the Coast Guard and people attempted to rob him or carjack him. He talked about trying the neighborhood, which I don't think there's as much of it as he pretends there is. But the point being, he painted this picture of himself, of which the prosecutor will take apart today. So that's the risk. Because that case, at least from a video standpoint, is so egregious that, he could actually dig a deeper hole for himself, depending on what the prosecutor's able to get in during cross-examination. So we'll see. I think, that case, it'll be interesting to see how that case ends up once it gets to a jury and what they ultimately decide as to what these three are guilty of.
And real quickly, speaking of things to get in this case it's things to get out, I know the defense wants, I guess, an expletive or a racial expletive that was used against Ahmaud Arbery, either during the shooting or on the video. They want that thrown out, or they want it at least so that the jury can't see that. What are the chances of that actually happening?
Well, look at it. I'm not sure. I mean, the judge will look at it the following way, Jennifer, does that statement, and it is awful. Okay, let's just start with that. Travis is standing over an Ahmaud Arbery as he's dying in front of him, and nobody's giving him any medical treatment, period. So you have that. If you throw the racial slur on top of it, is that so prejudicial to Travis that the jury couldn't get over it? I think that's what they're going to look at. Do I think they need it? I'm talking about the prosecution here. Do they absolutely need it to convict these three guys? The answer is probably not. But boy, it adds, particularly for Travis, it adds another element of just a cold, callous, I don't care about you, I just killed you and I'm glad I did it sort of attitude. And, obviously that's not going to bode well with the jury.
All right, Brad, thank you for all of that. I appreciate your analysis.
No problem. Take care, Jennifer.
All right, thanks. Talk to you again soon. ABC's crime and terrorism analyst, Brad Garrett. We'll be following both of those stories closely. When we come back, though, fresh off her trip to Alaska, it's our Business Buzz with CNBC's Jane Wells. We'll talk about Alaska's dependence on oil and tourism and how the state of things are there. Also, Tesla and Toyota are mad at the president, and just how much more is it going to cost you on Turkey Day to have your family over for dinner? I'll tell you. And if you don't like your family, this will be an excuse. Sorry, guys, I couldn't afford it this year. Too bad. No? All right, I tried. Nick, what's up on the 101 now?
It's a problem for the drive on the southbound side as you make your way toward the 110. It looks like it's that transition where that's shut down by a couple of cars. Also, 110 south around Glendale Boulevard, getting reports of a motorcycle wreck, and that's really causing some major delays. Heading southbound along the 101, looks like those delays, updating the map, will be from as far back as about Vermont Avenue. So give yourself some extra time getting out the door this morning from Hollywood into downtown. 101 southbound, definitely going to be a rough ride for you there. You may want to plan for, say, Western or Vermont Avenue, heading southbound to the 10 at Santa Monica Freeway to help save a little bit of time if you're making your way into downtown LA. Also, still seeing problems for you. Actually, no. Good news for you. Updating the map. Looks like you've got earlier sold-out Metro bus that had the right lane takeaway in downtown LA. Northbound side of the 101 right around 6. That's been cleared from lanes, and your drive pretty much back up to speed. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
Medicare annual enrollment is now here. It's open. And whether you're about to sign up for Medicare or you're already on a plan, navigating Medicare can be overwhelming. So let me suggest calling AGAMedicareOptions.com. Their agents will advise you step by step on a plan that fits your unique situation and budget. All the agents are local. They live and work right here in Southern California. You get an agent assigned to you who will compare most of the major plans at once at no cost to you. Plans that are accepted by your physicians, cover your medications at the lowest out-of-pocket cost, and changes occur every single year. So set up a benefit review to ensure you're still on the best plan, or you will be, and it's free. Call pound 250 on your cell and say the keyword My Medicare, pound 250 on the cell, and simply say My Medicare, or visit AGAMedicareOptions.com. That's AGAMedicareOptions.com.
SoCal weather from KFI. Partly cloudy for your Thursday. Highs will be in the 60s at the beaches. Upper 60s to right at 70 in Metro LA and OC. Mid 70s to right around 80 for the valleys and the IE. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee.
I'm avoiding the chaos of Black Friday by having someone else do my shopping. So, Mom, here's my list. And now, the top 5 reasons to visit Morondo. Number 5.
Feathers of Fortune. Just earn 500 points on your rewards card, and you're guaranteed to win up to $100 in cash or a free slot play. Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Number 4.
Game day giveaway. You can win a meal or even concert tickets when you watch football Sundays and Thursdays at Sideline Bar.
3.
Thanksgiving Essentials giveaway. Get a healthy air fryer when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, the 22nd or 23rd.
And the number 2.
We'll splash up to $100 in your team's pods when any football team scores. Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays in the poker room.
And the number 1 reason.
Relax on Thanksgiving and leave the fun to us. To order your feast, call 866-234-7006.
Morondo Casino Resort and Spa. Morondo. Good times.
Avoid the gridlock of having to sort through hundreds of resumes to find great people. Indeed's hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in one place. To find your next great hire, visit Indeed.com/credit.
You know you worked hard to build your wealth. You also know one must plan for the twists and turns ahead. The children growing up, empty nest realities, and the joys of retirement. There's something else you need to know. You're not alone in this. You have a wealth management partner in Edelman Financial Engines to work with you every step of the way. Whether it's personalized advice or our modeling of over 38,000 investments monthly to keep you current and focused. It also helps to know that we use a cost-effective, integrated approach to wealth planning, from tax-optimized portfolios to life-focused advice for retirement and the possibilities ahead. If you're asking, what more can I do to take my wealth potential to the next level? Call to schedule a free, no-obligation meeting with an Edelman Financial Engines advisor who knows what that takes. Call 833-PLAN-EFE or visit planefe.com today.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Help us provide more than 25,000 meals every week to kids in need in Southern California. Donate right now to the KFI Hostathon at hostathon.com. KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.
Welcome to a Thursday morning. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee. Some of the stories we're watching in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The LAPD says it's arrested a man they believe has committed a series of burglaries in the San Fernando Valley. A script supervisor who was on the movie set where Alec Baldwin accidentally shot and killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins has filed a lawsuit in L.A. The jury in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial will deliberate for a third day, and a $750 million lawsuit has been filed on behalf of at least 125 people who attended Astroworld. That's the festival where 10 people were killed in that crowd surge. Right now, let's say good morning to CNBC's Jane Wells, who brings us our Biz Bites this morning, brought to you by SoCal Gas. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/business-rebates. Jane is my hero of the morning. She just got back at midnight last night from her flight back from Alaska to California. Jane, I can't believe you agreed to get up with us this morning. I think I would have said, no way.
I can't either. You know, because I love you so much.
Oh.
This is why, you know, I was thinking, maybe I should blow it off, but I'm not going to, no, I'm not blowing off Jennifer Jones-Lee. That's just not going to happen.
Jane Wells, thank you so much. Why in the world were you in Alaska in the first place?
I was up there to give a talk about a few things to some financial folks, and it was cold. It was cold. In fact, the night before, Tuesday night, or I don't even know what day it is anymore. Yeah, Tuesday night they said, oh, let's all go out to dinner. The restaurant's just a few blocks away. It'll only take 10 minutes. It was 2 degrees outside, okay? My ears, I thought, were going to fall off. I was wearing every coat I owned and gloves, and I thought my ears were going to fall off by the time I got... These people were walking. They all had hats on, but, like, you know, no gloves. They're just walking. It's like, oh, it's only 10 minutes.
Oh, sure, 10 minutes and 2 degrees. But,
Oh,
you know,
my
that's nothing, Jane. California girl, you.
Oh my God.
Now, Alaska is a state that depends on oil and tourism, two things that obviously you probably discussed while you were up there, and also you probably got a good view of how things are when it comes to both of those. What's it like?
Well, Alaska's job recovery is really lagging the rest of the nation. They've only got back about not even half the jobs they lost during the pandemic, and they have the highest rate per capita of job openings. So they were already struggling before the pandemic, and now it's just been very, very difficult to come back out of it because a lot of their tourism is based on cruise ships, and of course that industry has been slow to recover. And then oil prices were depressed during the pandemic. Now, of course, they're doing very well, and so that's great. But the problem with Alaska is on the North Slope, that oil is not going to last forever, and they haven't really developed an alternative to that, a very important part of the economy, because I don't know if you know, Alaskans who pay practically no taxes actually get paid by the government to live there. They get a dividend check every year, which can be anywhere from like, I don't know, $1,200 to $2,400 based on the economy, mostly because of oil. And a lot of people want to keep getting that check, and when the oil runs out, they're not sure what they're going to do. They have developed more of their mining economy, and they're doing more mining, and there is the hope that they can start to mine some of these rare earth minerals, which will be used in batteries and electronic vehicles. So as electronic vehicles replace the need for oil, they will have these rare earth minerals, they hope, for the batteries.
I want to talk to you about the tourism portion, and specifically you mentioned the cruise industry. And you think about two places with major cruise industries, in addition to California, of course, are Florida and Alaska. We know Florida, you have the governor there, like, forget what the feds say about the CDC restrictions and whatnot, just open the ports and get these ships going again. Is it that same attitude in Alaska?
I would say no. I was in Anchorage, okay? I wasn't out in the countryside, or I wasn't down in Juneau or anything, but I would think Juneau was the same way. They're very serious about the mask mandate. People were wearing their masks. Maybe to keep their faces warm. I hadn't thought of that. That was one time I was happy to wear my mask outside because I had to walk in 2 degrees. But they are pretty serious about it, even though Alaskans are very libertarian for the most part. So I don't think that's the case. They're not doing the Florida thing. They are, though, Jennifer, what they're struggling with and have for a long time is they lose more residents than they gain every year, and it's hard for them to attract families. And now some of the companies in Alaska are struggling with, well, should we hire remote workers in this new world in other states? And that's something that I was told by the folks there is difficult for them to get their head around. It's not quite like you and me saying, all right, we're going to hire somebody who lives in Oklahoma. When you're in Alaska, and it's very much a cultural place, are you going to be a good fit for us? And if you're living in Tennessee, are you a good fit for us? So that's something I was told, at least, that they're having some debate about.
That's interesting, because I think you're right. In California, we don't think twice about that. Remote working or these other states who are saying, hey, move here and we'll pay you $10,000. You can work remotely wherever you want, but at least just come live here. We don't even think about the fact that there are some states that want to be kind of inclusive.
Yeah, and they want, it's just a different place. It's a beautiful place. Have you ever been?
I've never been. I have family who lives up there, but I have never been myself.
It is stunning, and the people are exceptionally friendly and talkative, I'll tell you, on the flight to and from Anchorage. Holy moly. And the women are strong and tough, It's a great place, and it's a unique place, and I think, they kind of want you there if you're going to work for them. I think. At least that's what I was told.
All right. Well, that's cool. I definitely would like to make a trip up to Alaska. Super bizarre sidebar. So my family who's there, it's a great cousin of the Jones family's ridiculous. But anyway, it's my cousin Frances, and she and her family live in Big Lake, and they built a log cabin. That was their business. They were log cabin builders. They built a log cabin in Palisadro, where I grew up outside Redding. And when you turned 18, you got to go live in Frances's log cabin, which was on our family land, so that Frances would spend her, because it was so ridiculous, in Big Lake, I guess, in the winters, she would spend the winters in California and then go back up to Alaska for the summers. But if you were 18, you got to live in the cabin rent-free.
During the winter?
Whenever Francis wasn't there, essentially. So it was great. So I got, but it was funny. I got the call at 17, and you know when you're 17 and your parents are like, oh my God, my dad goes, hey, you want to go live in the cabin? I know it's a little early, but hey, cabin's all yours. 17-year-old, sure. Off I went. Lived in a cabin. So yeah, so there's my Alaska story. Bizarre. My family's so weird, Jane. It's not even real. All right. Why are...
I know we have other stuff to talk about, but I could talk all day, every day about you and your little cowboy outfit singing at county fairs. People, if you haven't heard that story, little Jennifer Jones, before she was Jennifer Jones Lee, used to go sing at county fairs and little cowboy boots.
Yeah, oh yes, little cowboy boots and whatever. Oh yeah. Basically, you had any little festival, any little thing, I'd go sing a country song at it. That was my life. All right, why are Tesla and Toyota mad at the president?
Well, Elon Musk has been furious with the president for a long time, ever since the White House had a summit on electronic vehicles and did not invite Tesla. I just invited all the car makers, which have United Auto Workers. So now the president's plan, if Biden wants you to buy EVs, but if you buy an EV from an American auto company that uses union labor and an American-built batteries, you can have a tax credit of $12,500. But if you buy it from Tesla or Toyota, your credit's only going to be $8,000. Which, by the way, I think is ridiculous. I think those, come on, $1.5 grand credit, $8 grand credit, I think that's just ridiculous that they're still handing out credits for you to go buy an electric vehicle. But in any case, Biden is now really in Elon Musk's crosshairs, and Toyota's angry, and states like Georgia, which have car factories that are non-union, are angry, and Elon Musk says that Joe Biden is a puppet of the UAW.
Well, and even that aside, when you think about Tesla has already said, and granted, it's going to profit off of this, but it said that it's going to change its electric vehicle charging stations so that they're not just Tesla anymore. You can take any car to them, and it will cost. But you would think that the president would look at that and be like, hey, look, Tesla's even trying to get in on this whole EV thing, and one of my big things that I'm touting in my infrastructure bill is that we're going to build more of these electric vehicle charging stations. Why you would piss off somebody who is one of the proponents, one of the founders of EV, kind of just doesn't make sense.
Well, because who has contributed to the Joe Biden's campaign and helped him get elected?
Oh, let's see the unions.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's easy. Paper trail to the money. Speaking of money, holy cannoli, it's going to cost more for that Turkey Day dinner this year.
The cost of your average turkey dinner is going to be up 14% from a year ago. That's more than twice the rate of inflation. This is according to the American Farm Bureau Federation. I never get it right. They say to feed 10, last year it was around $46. This year it's going to be $53. I don't know where they're buying stuff, because to feed 10 people, I'd be spending like $153.
Yeah.
But yeah, double digits in inflation across the board for almost everything, especially the turkey. Turkey prices up 24% from a year ago. The only thing that's gone down is stuffing mix. It's about 20% cheaper than it was last year.
Oh, well, now you have all those people who don't want to eat all those carbs at dinner. There you go.
All right. It's a paleo Thanksgiving, which it probably actually was.
It probably was. Hey, speaking of that, let's talk about the Mayflower and the awesome piece that you did, that you put together, that you wrote, that you got all of us to voice. Where can people still hear that this year?
All right. I retell the story of the Mayflower as if modern media existed in 1620. It's called Top Story Tonight. You can find it on any podcast platform, iHeart, Apple, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, and you will recognize several voices from KFI in it, including our own Jennifer Jones Lee. Top Story Tonight.
That was so much fun, but I still feel like I need to apologize to you every time. It's the first time.
Shut up!
No, it's the first time I had done character work, and I sucked. Oh, God, I was horrible.
Oh my gosh, let's go sing a cowboy song.
All right, I will do that. That's what I'm good at. Next time you write something, can you write in a country song, and I'm your girl.
Okay.
All right, bye, Jane.
Bye.
See you later. Follow her on social media at Jane Wells. And don't forget, you can catch her bulletin. Subscribe to it, janewells.bulletin.com. I love me some Jane. All right, when we come back, we'll talk with ABC's Aaron Katersky. Have you heard this story? Almost 57 years after the assassination of Malcolm X in Washington Heights in New York City, the DA in Manhattan is expected to have the convictions of 2 men found guilty in the murder thrown out. So why is the DA vacating these convictions? We'll find out. Right now, we're taking a look at your drive on the 91.
It's a mess for you folks getting out of the Riverside and Corona area, westbound side, as you make it away from as far back as Tyler. Now, knock on wood, nothing reported in lanes. There may have been an earlier problem around McKinley, 91 westbound, but that appears to be out of lanes. Now, you will see delays continuing as you make your way through the Santana Canyon, or at least into it as you make your way past Green River toward the 241 toll road. Got an update on anything slowing down your morning drive. Pound 250 on the cell phone, keyword KFI traffic, westbound side of the 91 getting to the Bellflower area. From before the 605, patchy for your drivers to continue toward about Alameda or Santa Fe, and then loosens up for the most part ahead into Gardena toward the 110, 105 west as an alternate to the 91 west. That will be still going for you in heavy stretches from before Bellflower Boulevard as you make your way toward Crenshaw Boulevard, and checking out your drive to South LA, 110 north, still pretty heavy from Florence as you make your way toward Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick O'Keefe.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Avoid the gridlock of having to sort through hundreds of resumes to find great people. Indeed's hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all in one place. To find your next great hire, visit Indeed.com/credit.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick, and here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Lakers tipped off a lengthy road trip, losing to the Bucks. Taylor Horton-Tucker led the way for LA with a 25-point double-double. MLB Awards Week rolled on with 2 first-time Cy Young winners. Toronto's Robbie Ray was the winner of the AL. Milwaukee's Corbin Burns won the NL. And Max Scherzer fell short of his 4th Cy Young, finishing 3rd in voting. The Dodgers' late addition was followed by teammate Walker Buehler in 4th place. I'm Missy Jordan.
Daring, safe, stylish, sporty. The 2021 sedan family checks everything except inside the box. Check out the one-of-a-kind vehicles at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer, or learn more at mbusa.com.
If you have a small business, you know having efficient equipment is essential. SoCal Gas is here to help with small business rebates on qualifying energy-saving natural gas equipment. You can save thousands of dollars on tankless hot water heaters, commercial fryers, and more. They're committed to helping you meet and exceed the challenges of being a small business owner. Not only will your small business save by using these rebates, but having energy-efficient equipment will stack up savings for years to come. See how they can help by visiting SoCalGas.com/rebate.
Still loving those beautiful SolarMax technology panels, huh?
Oh, you know it. Listen, I've been saving tons of money. The panels are going to keep these lights on all through the fall and winter. We're going to be using our appliances more during the holiday season.
No, you're using lots of energy. You can keep the lights on as much as you want. Run all the appliances, have all the computers, cell phones charged, because with SolarMax, your electricity is practically free.
That's right. And SolarMax is right here in Southern California. They got the best products and best service. They do everything themselves. That means exceptional quality control and no middleman.
Not only that, there are no upfront costs, and they have the newest, most innovative Tesla products like those Tesla 420 panels and power walls.
Yeah, check this out. You can pay $0 down for the Tesla package and $79.96 per month with a 1.99% APR.
Give them a call. It only makes too much sense. Call SolarMax, pound 250 from your cell phone, and say that keyword SolarMax, pound 250, keyword SolarMax by November 30th for this great offer.
Monthly payment available on approved credit. CSLB number 972048.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents Doug.
And we're back with Limu, Emu, and Doug for the final question. Category is things you climb.
All right, Limu, what do you think? You sure? We're going with Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Oh, so close. We were looking for stairs.
Huh. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 Liberty. Napa know-how. Right now, a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil is only $19.99. It's the hottest deal of the year for the coldest time of the year. So if you're in your car right now, there's no need to turn on the heat. I'm about to read this sizzler again. That's Napa full synthetic for a hot $19.99. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating locations does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Offer ends 12/31/21.
At Ralph's, we know the holiday season is going to be special for everyone.
So use the Ralph's app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. That way you'll get all the fresh holiday specialties you love at prices that are lower than low. Ralph's, fresh for everyone.
And with Ralph's Delivery Now, you can have holiday favorites delivered in just 30 minutes. Some restrictions apply. See Ralphs.com for details.
Tired of theft and vandalism at your commercial property? Proactively protect your business with advanced video security. At Bay Alarm, we keep our eyes on what you prize. Go to bayalarm.com to get protected today.
ACO 28CCL 880138.
See how super comes standard at the Norm Reed Honda Superstore. If you're planning to sell your vehicle, we buy all makes and models, and we'll give you a super value. Or return your Honda lease to one of our 5 Honda Lease Return Super Centers. Then upgrade from our super selection whether you shop in store, online, or reserve your new Honda. Every new Norm Reed Honda is backed by our exclusive price protection guarantee, which states if you can find the same new Honda for less within 5 days, Norm Reed will pay you the difference or buy your vehicle back. When super comes standard, you won't want to shop anywhere else. Visit our super award-winning Norm Reed Honda Superstore location in Huntington Beach, West Covina, the Irvine Auto Center, and the #1 Honda store in the world in the Cerritos Auto Square. Plus, we're now open in Vista. Shop online at normreed.com. Global Honda New Vehicle Sales 2020.
Over the last 30 years, 8 million U.S. service members have returned home after serving our country around the world. The biggest challenge a returning vet faces is getting back to everyday life, and a key to that is personal wellness. iHeartRadio has teamed up with some of America's biggest veteran organizations and programs to create Show Your Stripes, a one-stop destination for veterans and their families to find the resources they need.